Hello friends, my name is SagarMore.in and today in this video you are going to learn HTML lists. Let's start with the topic. So yesterday we have seen HTML tables in which we saw how table works. Now today in this topic we are going to cover HTML lists. So as you can see on my screen, there are two types of lists are there. If you look at both the lists carefully, you will be able to see that these lists have two different variations. One list has icons attached to it, like circle icon or the disk icon, and the other list has 1 2 3 4 as its prefix. So the first list is called as unordered list, where there is no order, and the second list is called as ordered list, where you will have to give the order to the list, and it can be 1 2 3 4 or ABCD or whichever way you like. Okay, so let's see the code so you will get to know. Okay, this is the code. I hope you are able to see the code at the left hand side and the output at the right hand side. And here if you look at the first code, we don't need this ch2 and all. You can just concentrate on the unordered list which is written here as a first code, and the code is very simple. You just have to write ul, which is unordered list, and when you do that you just have to close that unordered list again. So it's something like which is non-empty tag that you have to close. So unordered list open and unordered list close, the same way we have to do in HTML table, the same way we have to do it here as well. And where we had tr in HTML tables, here we are going to have li, which is list items. So each unordered list should contain li only, and it should be its direct child. So any tag other than these, like heading, table or paragraph, should not be here as a direct child of unordered list. So li is there. Now li is a list item, and inside that you can write any list item to it, and it will be printed like this. So this is the way you write the list items in it, and this another list is supposed to use in case whenever you need a list in your HTML web page to show some items, so you can use that. So this is the output. The second list is there, which is unordered list. Instead of u, we have just written o to just represent it is ordered list, and the default list items are represented with the help of 1 2 3, which is numeric prefixes or the bullet points, and this is the output for that. So let's see in detail. The first one is unordered list, which is this one, which we represent with the ul, and li is inside it, which is list items. And the second is ol, the same way we have to write ol and ul. The third list is definition list. So this is something new to most of the people. Definition list is or the description list also you can say, is a kind of list which will allow you to write the definition and its description. So this is definition term, this is definition description, then again another definition term and another description, and when we write in that way we see this output. So here is the code for definition list. We have to open and close it. Definition term is the term for which we are going to write the definition, and whatever the definition is, we will be writing it dd tag, which is definition description, and it has an indentation or the margins you can say while writing the description in the output. So this way this description list also works. Now we have covered these many tags, and now let's move to the next topic, which is unordered list, and we will see it in detail. So this unordered list has default disk bullet point, so that's why you saw a disk with filled circle. And the second is circle, which is empty hello circle. The third is square, also you can give as a bullet point, and none is there, which will not have any bullet points to it. Okay, so let's see how we can remove the bullet points or add the bullet points. So the first one, as I said, is disk is by default getting attached to it, and if you remove that, then also it is going to be there because this is the default one, so it does not matter whether you give it or not. That is one thing. Then you can give circle as well. So list style type is the CSS property to give the circle to it, and when you do that, the hollow or empty bracket is empty circle is there as a bullet points. So here you can see the output at the right hand side. List style type is the property and circle is the value. To do this, if you want, you can give disk, which is default one, but you don't need to give it. So this circle we have covered. Then square is also there. This is the square. List style type square, if you write, it will become square. And list style type none is also there to completely remove the bullet points. Here it is. Here list style type none is used, and that's the reason we don't have any bullet points to it. Okay, so next topic is nested HTML list. That is very easy. Let's say you want see this example. Let's say you want coffee, tea and milk, but inside tea you have multiple options like green tea, black tea, and you want to write it inside this tea option only. In that case, what you can do is, inside the li of this tea, you should be using an ordered list or ordered list, which is a sublist, and then only close this li which is opened before this text t. So this li is getting closed here, and inside that there is another unordered list which represents sub items, and this is how it looks. And if you notice, both are unordered list, the parent one also and the child one also. But if you look at this output, the parent one has disk as a bullet points and the child one has circle as a bullet point, and this is the default behavior of this browser. So this way you can nest the elements. Horizontal list we can create with the help of CSS, and that is very easy. We just have to write float left to each and every li, and it will become horizontal. But they have applied some other CSS in order to make it look like the menu bar, like home, about, contact or something like that. Then they have applied multiple CSS for unordered list. They have given list style type none, for margin 0 padding, because browser itself applies some margin and padding to it. Then overflow hidden to not overflow the output beyond the screen, and or the background color is black here, which you can see. You can name it any color. They have given that color code. And for li tags, they have made it float lefts, and that's the reason it is appearing as horizontal. If I remove that, it will appear vertical. And by default, each li is a block level element, and in order to make it look like horizontal, we are writing float left to it. Then li a, which is li selector, and inside whatever anchor tags are there. So this is the way of writing descendant selectors. So li is the parent and a is the child, and there should be a space in between them. You can write this also, and that represents direct children's, and this represents all the children. So all the children present inside li, which is anchor tag, and all the anchor tags will have these CSS property value combination, where they have said that display block should be there, color white, and that's why we are able to see white color menu items, and padding, text align center, and text decoration none. That's why the underline is not there. Otherwise you can see the underline, and by writing text decoration line, underline is gone. Then li anchor tag means all the li's inside anchor, all the anchor tags inside li. Whenever you hover over it, means whenever you move your mouse on that, it will have background color this. So let's see which is okay. It is a darker version. If you want to say it should have yellow background color, then also you can write and see it is getting applied. So this way you can change the CSS and make your own menu bar with the help of unordered list, and that is also a best practice to create the unordered list with the help of these elements all together to create the menu bar. Okay, so this is the chapter summary. We just finished this chapter as well. Let's see what is the next chapter. It is ordered list. It is the same way you can write ordered list, then nested ordered list, but by default the type is 1 2 3 4, and that is numeric data type for each and every bullet points for unordered list. But you can change it to capital A, small a, Roman, capital, and small Roman also. So let's see. With the help of type attribute you can do that. By default type is number only, means one only, that's why we see 1 2 3 4. If we remove this, then also we see that same output. But if you want, you can just change it to, let's say, small a, and then you will be able to see a b c d in small. Okay, there are multiple options available, like capital A, which will make it A B C D look like capital bullet points. Then we have lower, which we have just seen, lowercase A B C D. Then we have uppercase Roman numbers, which is I. If you write I in capital, it will look like this, like Roman numbers for the bullet points. And if you write it in a small way, then this is lowercase Roman numbers. Okay, that is very straightforward. Control list counting means you can say from where the counting should start. So by default 1 2 3 4 or ABCD you are able to see, right? Instead of that, let's say you want to start the list from 5 or 50, then you can do it like this. Like here it is written 50, so it will say 50, 51, 52 and so on. Let's say I want to start it from 5, so it will start from 5 6 and 7. Then uh, here OL type Roman is also given, and for that 50 is the starting point, and you will say LI, double I and all these Roman types. So this is the way you control from where the order starts for the list, and it can be sub list as well, means nested list as well. Here order list is inside another ordered list, and which is child of T Li, and these child contains this yellow, black tea and green tea. You can see the output, and it looks like this, like 1 2, and again inside tea there is 1 2, means 2 items, and third is the milk, and here it is. So make sure you open and close the listed nested elements uh, this way, and inside that it should have another list to show it. Later on in CSS we will come to the point where we will be writing the bullet points like this, like if the T is 2, then all these sublists should have 2.1 2.2. But right now in HTML we have to deal with this only. This is the chapter summary that we have covered. Now which is the other list, which is description list. We have covered this also. So description list is there, we have to close it. And unlike Li, here it is definition or description term, and description data means definition data. And whenever you write this combination, you will be able to see this kind of output. Okay, I think you got the point. This is the chapter summary, and this chapter is also over. Okay, what we have next? Okay, so this is altogether a new chapter which we will not cover in this session. We just covered HTML lists. In the next chapter we will see the next topic, and for now I think you have understood what you can do with the list. You can watch the video again if you want to in the slower speed, and if you have any comment or question, you can write it down in the comment section. If you like the video, please press the like button, please share it with your friends and family so that they can also learn HTML from the beginning, and subscribe to my channel so that you can get the notification of upcoming videos, and make sure to press the bell icon for that. Okay, thank you for watching. I really appreciate your time. See you again.